get asked often what my favorite fan is, and can't say that I have a single one. I have many favorites because of the circumstances, the hunt, but I can't say that I have a single fan. I'm Tom Frampton. I'm owner of Fanimation and curator of the Antique Fan Collectors Association Fan Museum. All of us collectors, we've pulled our nicer pieces together for display. 2 floors, probably 3,000 fans on display of all types and shapes and colors and finishes. Water-powered fans, hand-powered fans, alcohol-powered fans, belt-driven fans. I don't have an actual count on the number of fans here. I probably personally have a couple of thousand, and there's another 1,000 or so on loan from other collectors. I got into fans when I was in high school. Between my junior and senior year of high school, I went to work for an antique dealer. One of the many things he worked on were some reproductions of some antique belt-driven fans, pulley-driven fans. My first day on the job was to work on a reproduction of an antique fan. One thing led to another, and we became the Casablanca Fan Company. It grew from just the 2 of us to hundreds of us, and about 10 years later, I ended up buying my department, which was the specialty end of the business. Started Fanimation. So I've always been around antique fans. I came in contact with the antique fan collectors early 2000s, 2003, 2004, and one thing led to another, and I now host the museum for the club. Here we are many years later with many more fans. In most any collecting, it's the thrill of the hunt, tracking a particular fan down, particular model down. You're always looking, the usual things, antique stores, auctions. I've got a technique for looking for fans. There's a good example in Nice, in France. The streets are narrow, the doors are usually open, and a lot of people will go in and look up. I look at the floor for shadows, just the shadows that a fan makes from a ceiling fan, and I can find a lot more fans that way. Got fans from Australia, Italy, France, Germany, Singapore, just off the top of my head. One of the interesting early stories, I was in Kenya to start a tour, and prior to the tour, we'd gotten in the night before, a political riot broke out, started at our hotel, spread into the park next door, and the tour operator sent a car and driver over just to get us out of town until things calmed down. And the driver asked, what did I want to do? I asked, well, do you have a rail museum? He said, they do, a really nice one. So he took us over there, and a fantastic colonial era rail station. And in the rail yard were 2 sleeper cars, and there were 14 DC powered wall mounted fans in the compartments. And I was able to buy 2 of them from the museum. These days, eBay sort of took some of the thrill out of the hunt. I don't know that we necessarily have a favorite fan joke. You hear fantastic a lot. We also make a hand fan, a giveaway here at the museum, and it says, when your arm gets tired, give us a call. like things mechanical, always have. You know, you pick any collection, anything that's antique, the techniques and designs that were around 100 years ago are truly amazing. It's a rather limited group of interest in this, but those of us who are into it are really into it. When I walk in here, I'm often re-impressed again by the collection, and I come in here fairly often. Anybody interested in things of the past should visit the museum. You'll see things that you'll recall, my grandparents had this, or I used to have this particular fan. People who don't have any idea what's in the museum often come in with pretty low expectations, but I haven't seen one person yet who isn't blown away by what they find in here.